Alrighty, hello. This is just going to be an unedited video discussing the mob vote. Hello everybody, it's Ramalama Minecraft time. Discussing the mob vote, discussing Minecraft Live 2023. Just happened a couple hours ago. I've taken some time to process my thoughts. Overall, I'll start with this. I can't hide my disappointment. Not that I was expecting an end update or an inventory update. I was hopeful for something like that, but I wasn't like surefire guaranteed on it. I know it's been on people's minds, and I know it's on the developers' huge checklist of things to do and incorporate. Minecraft is not an easy game to cater for. Very much understand that. I don't know what I'm doing. Spoilers for Nomadland Season 3, by the way. I've put shadows back on as well, because I figured why not. But I do think people are overreacting. People are saying, I think, I'll agree with the sentiment that it was the worst Minecraft Live. Not because of the features were bad. I don't think any of the features were particularly bad. I think it was the worst Minecraft Live because of its length, its lack of relevant content, and it's constant pushing for products that no one really cares about. No one cares about Minecraft Star Wars, not as much as the main game. No one cares about Minecraft Lego, not as much as the main game. No one cares about Minecraft Legends at all. What people don't understand is Minecraft is more than the main game, it's a brand. But the developers also seem to not understand that people aren't here for the other games, more often than not. People are here for the main game, to see what it brings, to see what it adds. And so often they seem to be not realizing just how deep they're digging their own hole by not catering mainly to that demographic, not focusing more resources onto this game. And there's a big misconception that Minecraft is owned by Microsoft, and therefore they have all of Microsoft's money and time and attention and people. That's just not true at all, in any capacity. The main game of Minecraft is only worked on by a very small amount of people. It goes through a lot of hands, because it has to, with how wide it is, how many platforms there are to service for this and that. It goes through a lot of hands, but that's not the team of developers working on it. It's just a part of the chain that needs to be... what's the word? Just a part of the cycle, you know? And I really wish Minecraft would I wish Mojang would talk about that, because that is fundamentally... it's ruining their entire reputation. There is so much ill will towards them, and they've lost so much goodwill over the years with their lack of transparency. And I feel like if they just said, hey, they strip everything down to the basic and be like, hi, we are the team of developers working on this game. If they just say that, there will be pushback saying, oh, you should have more people. And I do agree with that sentiment, but I feel like it would make the majority of Minecraft gamers realize, okay, this is who we're directing it towards. These are the people responsible for the updates, the people who are actually working on it. I think they would cut them some slack, because so many times you'll see Minecraft developers just getting shit on social media, and it's really disheartening and unfair and unjustified. So a good example of that is King Dogs, who every time, bless him, I look at his Twitter, he is dealing with somebody being incredibly disrespectful and rude. And while I can see how that happens, because he is the most, from my knowledge, he's the most vocal Minecraft developer on the platform and the most communicative, so understandably he would end up dealing with the most vitriol. But Jesus Christ, if it doesn't break my fucking heart to just watch the man get dogpiled unnecessarily every fucking week. It's just vicious and uncalled for, unjustifiable, and it's not a nice position to be in. Do I think Mojang could be doing more? Absolutely. but given how much they have to work with, because it's a lot, maintaining a game like this is difficult. So difficult. There's so much more that goes on behind the scenes that we're unaware of. And it's easy for us to sit down and tout and say this and that, but fuck me. That's why I want Mojang to come forward and be like, hey, this is all the stuff that we have to do. Please shut the fuck up and leave us alone. They work hard. They do a lot of stuff. It's game development. Game development has so many things that come up and don't get explained to the player, because why would it need to be? Like, the amount of stuff that happened at my job, I wouldn't tell you all the ins and outs of my job and what I did every day. Stuff like that, it's just not what you do. These developers can spend weeks brainstorming and iterating and implementing ideas, testing it out, only to realize that it just doesn't work, and throw that all away. And what are they going to do? They're going to tell us, we're like, hey, we did all of this, and then nothing came of it. No, because then people would just complain. The community feedback would be helpful, most likely in some aspects, but it would be the same thing over and over and over, and people would very likely think that it's promised content, or think that Mojang just gave up on something. It's a lot easier if baby zombies get fucking removed from the game because I hate them. Yeah, eat shit. What do you think about that? Cuck. Anyway. Minecraft Live. Yeah, so auto crafting. I saw. I'll say this before I talk about individual points. I've seen a lot of backlash. A lot of people saying that there's nothing coming, there's this or that. One, it's still early days. We'll learn more about new stuff the closer they get to releasing stuff. Simple as. I'd much rather show us stuff that is closer to being finished than stuff that might potentially not make it, because then we'll have the same issues that we've been having for years with them. Hearing about different features like the bundles or the new trading or the anvil and stuff overhauls and changes. And other stuff that I can't think of right now because my brain is in Enderman fight mode. Ooh. I love that bird. Stupid bird. Funny. Oh. I don't know where I'm going, by the way. I'm just going for a jog, I guess. Little nighttime sprint. Are you in there, love? Are you in? Ooh. Enjoy getting caught on all the bamboo, you spider bitch. What was I saying? So, yeah, I'd much rather see features closer to being finished than features that won't get implemented whatsoever. And now, out of the features we did see, auto-crafting I'm not excited for, but not because it's a bad feature, just because personally I don't know yet how well it will implement into my playstyle. The more thought I eventually end up giving it over the next couple of days as I'm playing and think about applications for it, the more I'll probably grow to be excited for the feature. I'm more excited to see what the community comes up with first, because we all know damn well that the community will think of some amazing things to do with it. And I'm more excited for that interpretation than my own. But maybe this is an opportunity for me to brainstorm and reflect and think. The only thought that I had so far was automating my bamboo farm to turn my bamboo into bamboo blocks and turn those bamboo blocks into the bamboo planks for my fuel supply for the super smelter. Could do the same with coal blocks, could probably do the same, find a way to automate the lava farm and stuff like that. Hello, have I been here before? I haven't, unless I have, and I didn't collect any of this. Ah. Let's go in here. I don't know why I don't have any torches. I was wondering that. Boop. Yeah, we can go in here. Oh. Mm-hmm. No. I hear you. Oh. Boom. Look at that. We made it. Let's go in. Oh, is this new chunks? Have I not been here? The mob vote. We'll talk about the mob vote. I am incredibly surprised that the mob vote went the way that it did. I'm not surprised. I'm a little bit surprised that Armadillo won, but I'm not at the same time. Because I knew it was close between the Armadillo and the Crab. However, I don't know what's gone on. I refuse to believe. I don't want to say it's rigged. I know I did in the live stream video. I don't want to say rigged now. I refuse to believe that it was an almost 10% gap between Armadillo voters and Crab voters. I wanted the Armadillo... I like the Armadillo more as a mob than I like the Crab. I think the Armadillo was cuter and will add much more life. Much more life is necessary to be added to the savannah than it is to the swamps. So while I really wanted the extra reach from the Crab, I'm not too upset that we got the Armadillo instead, because I did want that more than the Crab. But I do not believe for a second that there was 10% more people that wanted it over the extra reach. And unless significant changes are made to dogs' pathfinding and AI, and as long as the armor isn't just a static health buff, if it's something preventative for fall damage or environmental damage, then dog armor will be good. But if there's no changes made to dog's AI, and if there is no change to the armor other than just health buff, it's going to be useless. I guarantee it. I guarantee it will be fucking useless if no other changes, no external changes are made to the mechanic as a whole. Because your dog with armor will still not be able to survive a creeper blast. Point blank. Guarantee it. So, make that what you will. Take that for what you will, I suppose. Curse you, Elytra, however you pronounce it. I don't know anymore. Let's work on this tunnel while we talk. Yeah, I still think... I think, and to boot with the... Oh my god! To talk... I forgot it flowed faster in the nether. To talk more about... Oh, bitch. Dog armor, I think it's pretty despicable that Mojang would place such a highly community requested feature and lock it behind a mob. I think that's honestly just disgusting. And it's behaviour that I really don't implore, or enjoy, or respect. So, but can't change it now. It's one, is what it is. I don't believe I'll use it. I'll definitely make it. And I'll definitely have like a little pet armadillo because I think that would be cute. But excuse me. I don't think it will change the game too much if they just iterate it as a flat HP buff. So I'm really hoping they do something more transformative and interesting with it. For me, I think I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna put it on my dogs, and I'm still gonna keep them at home. I'm gonna let them walk around the complex a bit. I wish I could let them roam around the complex without teleporting to me. I wish they revamped the whole pet system. That's something I don't get seen talk about enough. But I wish I could let my cats and my dogs, and every other pet that has chosen to give me their company, I wish there was a way that they could just fucking wander around and do their own thing. I didn't have to keep them sat down all day, you know? They could be moving around, talking to each other, just doing some cool shit. I don't know, going through a playground that I made for them. I really wish they changed the whole mechanic. Because I want my dogs to be free and running around and doing shit. I don't want them to be just static, doing nothing. Just sitting there barking at fuck all. Not moving, doing anything, you know, it's so bland and boring and un-animal. like, and just really unimmersive. So, but will that get addressed? I don't know. I doubt it. I hope it's something that pops up as they're testing this whole update with the dog armor now that they know that they're making it. So that's my thoughts on the mob vote. Actually, my thoughts aren't done on the mob vote just yet. What is this? Polished basalt? Yeah. I can use this now. Fancy, you fancy kids with your technically auto crafting, if you think about it. Oh, interesting. I started one side with this and one side with this. That's cool. I'll go down the bottom. No, I tried switching to this. Ah. There we go. On the mob vote in general, I think I do like the idea of community feedback and being able to pick a feature to expand upon and bring to the game. I do like that idea in concept. However, the mob vote is incredibly divisive and upsetting to be a part of, and no one benefits from it, literally not even Minecraft. Because you can say all publicity is good publicity all you want, but the amount of goodwill that they are losing and the amount of bad press they're gaining, I would not want to be gaining that as them, who are trying to retain such a legacy and uphold something so special and important. I feel like they are handling it in a very silly way, and that the mob vote genuinely should not be continued. Not because, oh, my mob didn't win, but because it is actually harmful and toxic to the community. And not necessary, I feel. I feel we can move past that, and we can incorporate more original, interesting ideas into the community engagement. I will say, final part on the mob vote in the 1.21 update, the Stony Shores needs the penguins, flat out. The Savannah needs the armadillos, flat out. And the mangrove swamp can use the crab. And so can the players, because utilizing such a powerful tool, having extra reach to build stuff, and assumedly destroy stuff. Combat reach, people say the extra reach for combat would be groundbreaking, it would be a huge change. I don't think that's true. I think if everybody has the same extension, it's the exact same gameplay, just with an extra block, which keeps everything the same. It would be a change for a week, and then the complete norm. It wouldn't be a change at all, because if you're increasing it by the same amount for every single person, it's literally not changing the game or the experience at all. So, ooh, nearly. Oh, let's go to the ancient city. I haven't been there for a while. I think this was the first one. It's up here somewhere, I think. I should probably mark it on my map. Yeah, no, I marked it up here with soul lanterns. So I think Minecraft could benefit from all of them to increase the ambience of the game. That's sorely, sorely needed.
Hello? You want this?
There you go. Be free, my friend. God, you're sexy.
Go on, be free. I'll remember you. Happy tears, I promise.
See ya. No. Can't say that word. No, he's so cold. Oh. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-da. He made it. Wait, 2, 1, go. Ta-da. Whoa. So I hope eventually they all get added. And by eventually I mean soon. Because there's only so many more votes they can keep adding. So many more mobs they can keep suggesting before the pool gets so overcrowded that they back themselves into a corner. They need to start implementing these mobs that aren't winning the vote. Because their backlog is going to be insane. And it's just completely unfair. The mob vote doesn't... When I say nobody wins, 2/3 of the community are upset that the mob that they didn't want, the mob that they wanted didn't win, and the people who did win the mob vote, whoever's mobs did win the thing, the people are still upset that they lost 2 mobs that they also could have liked. Like, I'm really upset that the crab lost. And the penguin lost. They would be such good necessary additions to the game. And I'd be equally as upset if the armadillo lost. And the crab won. You know? Because I'm thinking less about my own enjoyment and more about the life cycle and what I think would benefit the game the most. And the ambience the most. So... Sorry, I had to pause the footage, but I'm back now. So I don't think the mob vote is a good idea to continue. And I seriously hope they reconsider their approach to it over the next few years. Or over next year. What I would definitely like to see is a different type of mob vote. One in which you submit what mob you want. Just send it as everybody gets one suggestion to put into a suggestion box. Have that be it. Not a mob vote, but a consideration. Because while the results you'll get from that would be far more divisive, because you'd be getting tens of hundreds of different mobs, so thousands of different mobs, most likely. People's own real animal interpretations and fictional animals, like the shulker or the strider. People would send in suggestions, too many that it would be conclusive to that there would be one winner. There would likely be multiple winners in the 200 votes category, something like that. Maybe there's one really popular mob that gets voted in, and it's a few thousand. But I feel like with asking that broad of a question, you would no doubt get some information that would be helpful regarding. I have no doubt that there would be a pattern that emerges in some form or other that wouldn't be beneficial to Mojang to consider and to analyze from that. So I would hope that that's something they maybe considering, but they've likely already considered that. Because again, so many things happen outside of our perception, because why do we need to learn about this? Why would we need to learn about this? Are we good? Have I missed a block? I think I might have. No, I got it. Nice. I do want this to come down still, but down one path. So I need to wait for that to clear. So we talked about autocrafting, we talked about the mob vote and the armadillo and the Minecraft community. The trial chambers do look interesting. I am more worried about their incorporation from the lore side of things. There's probably some answers. Probably similar to Borderlands 3 with the Guardians and the Iridians, which would answer the age-old question of how have common recent manufacturers' guns being locked away in chests, hidden away in ancient vaults for millennia, because the Guardians are trying to systematically bring a war alive, and to do that they need vault hunters, so they need to allure them with weapons. Blah, blah, blah. That's my canon for that, at least. Oh god, you haven't finished coming. Well, shit. That's fine. I need to go back up there to shut off the source anyway. So this is where the water stream will go. Let me just go shut that off. I don't remember what I was saying. God damn it. Ooh, I don't remember. I don't remember, guys. Oh. Ooh. Oh yeah, trial chambers. Wait, what did I say after that? I led into an important point, and I probably explained it. Oh yeah, I was talking about trial chambers. So, from the lore perspective, I'm guessing the creatures, the ancient gods or whatever that existed, that exist in the Minecraft universe, are just setting up these trials for worthy challenges to conquer. That would be how I perceive that lore-wise. I don't like the design of the dungeon, but I do like the design of the new blocks. The dungeon design looks very linear, bland, and uninspired. They might continue to iterate on it and change it though, so again, who's to say? We don't know how things will change over the next few months, and there's still more features to be added and confirmed. So, but I do think it's an interesting concept to have a renewable source of resources, as we saw there in the trailer. In the thing was, we saw diamond and emerald. Now I think that's very interesting. If they make a source like that renewable, that could be cool. It might be a bit too frivolous. There might be farms set up to diamond farm, which could make them lose their value even more than they already have over the years. Unless they intend on bringing more uses for diamond. Don't know. Not out of the question. I would hope that they do. But there are so many systems that need tweaking and refining, and the more they add to it, with the less they're changing, it's just going to give them more legwork to do in the future. So I bloody well hope they actually start changing these systems that are in dire need of it, and soon, because before long it will be too late. I'm really worried about that. But they've made their money already, you know. So, we'll see what really ends up happening. I do like the new uses for copper. I don't like the copper block at all, personally, and I don't find it useful or an interesting decorating block. I still think there's not really much utility with it. For me, I'm not particularly a builder, so I don't give it much merit, but I know other people do. And there are so many playstyles that Minecraft has to cater towards. So, people often think about themselves in these situations, but there is a lot more to this game and to its design than people realize. Everyone's biased, and everyone's guaranteed to put their own views first, obviously, to some capacity. You'll always think about your enjoyment more than other people straight away. And what you like about it and what you don't like about it, which is natural, that's fine. But I fear there's a majority of people who say something's bad for the game, say something is a poor addition, purely because they don't like it, rather than questioning what it could add to the game for somebody else. And that's an important mindset, I think, to consider, which I wish people would adopt a bit more of. Just because you don't like something doesn't mean it's bad. Objectively. So. I do think it's a bit retroactively added. It's mainly there just so they can say it's there. And I don't believe it serves really much of a purpose. That's why I was hoping for something like it being conductive for electricity, or a redstone update, something like that. Because then it would actually be more incentive to use it, and give it more utility outside of, it is a decorational block. You may use it with all of these other light blue and light orange blocks. But of course people will always find interesting ways to use things. Ways that I don't see, and I might find ways to use items that other people don't see. It's just the nature of being a human, and being a creative, and an individual, with your own perception and talents and mirrors. That's all there is to it. I don't think anything is truly bad, design-wise. No, that's not true. Feature-wise, I don't think many things can truly be considered bad. Especially if I disagree with it. But that's a topic for another day. That gets quite into a lot deeper of a rabbit hole. I need to script my thoughts on that, I feel. But yeah, it will be cool to explore, cool to find a renewable dungeon. Seems kind of interesting at first, but then I thought about it for a second, and having 4 or 5 mobs come out, and that be it. Come back in 20 minutes, and they'll respawn. I don't know how engaging that's going to be, so I hope they iterate on it more. Because, while it does seem fun in multiplayer, being like, yeah, let's go to the trial ruins, and it does incentivize replayability and exploration, I don't see how much it will add, truly. And in its current state that we've seen. It feels like a good step in the right direction for now. But I don't truly think I'll be able to grasp its purpose or its gameplay flow until I'm actually playing it. So I think this will be one of the times that I actually invest in a snapshot. So I can learn more about it and how I personally approach it. Because that's something I've learned about Minecraft as a veteran of the game who stopped playing it and then came back all these years later, hating on it, only to fall in love with it again and appreciate it for its new features. I'm learning, and I have very much learned to see things outside of my own perspective and try and adopt new ways to play, new ways to view content, and come to a formulated opinion before I give it. And try new things, and try and empathize and offer up new opinions and perspectives and stuff. If that makes sense. Probably doesn't. I don't think I'm explaining it very well, but I'm just trying to be a lot more open-minded. And appreciative of the work that goes in, even if I don't think it's justified. In some instances. Like the trail ruins. I don't think it's an interesting structure, but that's just me. It has potential. As always with Minecraft, it has potential. So that's been the biggest gripe about coming back to Minecraft. But I think I've been on a good direction of learning how better to understand new features by just getting hands-on with it. I think that's the most important thing. So I'm interested to give more feedback and test that as that gets closer to the release date. So what else did we see in the Mobverd? In the Minecraft Live? I keep calling it Mobverd. What else did we see? I wrote it down and I don't remember what it was. Man. What else did we see? Do you remember what happened at Minecraft Live? It was such a small list of like slightly big features and concepts. Because that's more of how they were presented to me. Was they come off as concepts rather than features. The concept of a renewable dungeon, the concept of auto crafting. I feel like I can't truly grasp the importance of that until I've tried it with my hands and seen it with my own eyes. And I feel like people who are upset have that sentiment. People who are upset with Minecraft Live this year have that sentiment. And I feel like once they try the new update, see what it has to offer, they'll come around to it and they'll enjoy it. I think we will let expectations dictate the enjoyment of it once again, which is natural because it's a game like Minecraft has so many flaws fundamentally baked into its design that haven't been addressed and haven't been fixed and are going unaddressed and unfixed. So that frustration has been building for such a long time and it's mounting. It's bursting. If this year has showed us anything, it is here. Like it's almost like a revolution is on its way and is forming with this game and the passionate members of its community. So I'm going to pause for a second while I think about what else the Minecraft Live talked about. The breeze. Let's talk about the breeze. I like the breeze conceptually. It feels like a cool mob. A mob that interacts with redstone. Interesting. Has a lot of use cases. I can see people trapping it. Like how people trapped the wither and used its projectiles as a wither cannon. I would never have thought about that. Just, there's so many applications for things like this. That we'll be experimented with, and so many cool things that we found, and new automations, and machines, and constructions. It's going to be very interesting, and very beneficial to see. So I'm very excited for that. That's why I'm excited for the community, because as little involved as I have been over the years, some amazing things have come out of some really passionate, creative people. And to me, that's more rewarding than me experimenting with this stuff. Because there's only so much I care about, and there's only so much I care about doing. So it's always cool to see how other people interact with the media, that you interact with and use it in ways you wouldn't think. So I know the breeze will be a very interesting mob, and people will find some very interesting ways to utilize it, which is exciting. I do like the idea of the arena shifting and changing with its attacks as well. How we can trigger the trapdoors on the floor, and maybe there are buttons on the wall that release traps. Maybe lava comes down, maybe arrows get shot. Who knows? Maybe mobs spawn. We don't know. We'll have to see. Maybe you'll be able to deactivate and activate mob spawners eventually, and that'll be what happens. Some get triggered and enemies just keep spawning. We don't know. Although I think it's a good idea, it's just an idea. But I like its design. It just looks like a mini wither. I hope it has good lore accuracy, and I hope it serves more of a purpose than just being something that exists so they can say it exists. Because that's a problem I have with a lot of video games. Things there just so the developers can say it's there. I feel like I'm missing some very important things that got talked about, and I don't know what it is. And it's gonna really bother me if I don't think about this. If I miss something. Sorry, say it louder. I know I'm forgetting something. What is it? Say it louder. Oh, that was basically it. I do like the new copper blocks. They look cool. The oxidization feature of the new lamp looks cool. And the new tough blocks look really, really cool. I like that. But again, I don't really think I'm going to use them too much. Maybe I will. I've been getting more into building, as you've seen throughout No Man's Land. So, remains to be seen. But yeah, that about covers my thoughts on Minecraft Live, the mob votes, Mojang as a company, the Minecraft community. So I hope you enjoyed. Sorry that I didn't edit this. It's just really not worth it. I hope you enjoyed this more chill, relaxed conversation type mood. I do like these little videos, and I hope you do too. So thank you for watching, hope you enjoyed, and I'll mine this diamond for you, just so you know how many pieces we get. Otherwise you might be upset. It was 4.